Have you ever imagined a shocking message coming from an unexpected source? Well, brace yourself for what Donald Trump, known for his unapologetic advocacy of his faith, has to say. In a surprising turn of events, Trump issued a terrifying warning to the global Christian community regarding the unsettling truth surrounding the Kaaba in Mecca. Is there a connection between the Kaaba and the current turbulent times? Could this message be a sign of something significant, perhaps even pointing to the concept of rapture? Orange County cable customers once heard an ominous prediction, and now, Donald Trump's message adds another layer of mystery. So if you're ready to uncover the details and understand what this shocking message entails, let's dive into this video today. Donald Trump, who grew up as a Presbyterian, has always been open about his Christian beliefs. Even during his time as president, he surrounded himself with advisors who shared his deep religious convictions. Recent studies show that Trump used more religious language and references than any other president before him. This reflects his genuine love for God and his faith. Regardless of what people think about Trump, one thing is clear. He is unapologetic about his faith. He is not afraid to talk about it, even when it might not be popular. Trump consistently gives credit to God and supports policies that honor God's supremacy. In one instance, Trump expressed how Jesus gives him security, confidence, and a sense of reverence. He views Christianity as crucial in his life and is willing to speak up about it, even if it means facing criticism. Trump's willingness to discuss religious matters despite potential backlash shows his sincerity in his faith. It's a reminder that for him, faith is an essential aspect of life that cannot be ignored. Revealing hidden secrets about the Kaaba. Donald Trump has now decided to share certain hidden secrets about the Kaaba, one of the most sacred sites in the Islamic world. Located in the holy city of Mecca, the Kaaba holds immense significance for Muslims worldwide. Despite potential consequences, Trump's commitment to truth is unwavering. He believes in transparency and honesty, regardless of the sensitivities surrounding religious topics. Trump, a man who deeply relies on God, feels compelled to convey what he believes are important messages to Muslims at the Kaaba. According to Trump, these messages may come through natural phenomena like flash floods, windstorms, or unusual rainfall. However, he alleges that the Saudi Arabian government has kept these occurrences hidden from the public. As the former president of the United States, Trump aims to bring this information to religious individuals worldwide, believing it to be crucial for them to know. Also, he believes that Jesus Christ desires unity in the worship of one God. He sees Jesus as advocating for harmony and understanding among his followers, regardless of their religious background. The Kaaba in Mecca holds immense significance in Islam, being the holiest site in the faith. Similarly, Christianity has its own sacred spaces and worship practices. However, Trump envisions a world where Muslims and Christians come together to worship the same God at the Kaaba. This idea reflects a vision of harmony and shared devotion that transcends religious boundaries. It aligns with the Christian tradition's teachings of love, compassion, and unity often associated with Jesus. Supporters of the idea championed by Donald Trump argue that monotheism, the belief in one God, serves as a unifying force. They believe that emphasizing the message of monotheism can foster mutual respect and cooperation among different religious communities. Trump's strong religious devotion is evident in his public speeches. For example, when addressing a crowd at the country's largest Christian university, he emphasized the importance of worshiping God over government. This statement reflects his deep understanding of biblical principles and underscores the paramount importance of spiritual devotion over allegiance to earthly authorities. By prioritizing the worship of God, Trump aligns himself with a profound theological perspective. This perspective highlights the significance of faith in guiding one's values and decisions. For Trump and his supporters, embracing monotheism is not just about religious belief, but also about promoting unity, respect, and cooperation among diverse religious groups. Moreover, his reflections on theology and eschatology reflect his acknowledgement of a higher divine authority and his commitment to fostering a society grounded in reverence for God rather than worshiping temporal power. He has also delved into speculation about the Antichrist and the potential emergence of a one-world government through cataclysmic warfare. Trump warns of the Antichrist possessing attributes of intelligence, knowledge, and attractiveness, emphasizing the need for caution in interpreting such prophecies. For Trump, the Antichrist represents not just a single individual, but a political pattern where those in power oppress the poor and the just. He sees this pattern recurring throughout history, with power often glorified and used to inflict suffering. Trump stresses the importance of resisting such brutality, identifying the faithful as those unwilling to bow down to oppressors. Despite America's significant influence, Trump's theological reflections highlight deeper concerns about the nature of power and its impact on society. Moreover, as a leader of one of the world's great powers, he also acknowledges a force far greater than himself. His reflections align with biblical concepts, including the notion of the Rapture, an event described in the Bible where believers are taken up to meet Christ. Caution against false prophets. In these tumultuous times, Trump warns of the appearance of false prophets, emphasizing the danger they pose. He cautions against fake teachers who manipulate and deceive many. Discernment, according to Trump, is crucial in identifying authentic spiritual guidance. Trump references Rabbi Shlomo Yehuda Bari, a figure gaining attention on social media but not widely recognized in Israel. He clarifies that reputable Jewish news sources don't recognize Bari as the Messiah. Trump highlights the importance of scrutiny when someone seeks followers without meeting the criteria for their claimed role. He hints at the possibility that those attempting to gain worship without meeting the criteria may embody the Antichrist. He intends to caution others about potentially deceptive figures, aligning with his commitment to truth and spiritual awareness. Signs of the end times. In tough times, Trump suggests that the world may be nearing its end, a belief known as the Rapture. Signs like celestial alignments, wars, and the spread of false doctrine are seen as indicators. Given the current signs, Trump raises the question of whether he himself could be the Antichrist. Calling someone the Antichrist implies they are Satan incarnate, and this label has been applied to various political figures in the past, including Barack Obama and George Bush. Many believe Trump's actions align with the beast described in Revelation 13, rising from the sea of smoke and violence. The beast is depicted as making war on the saints and conquering them, leading some to associate Trump's leadership with violence and evil. Trump's critics, those who view his politics unfavorably, often use the Antichrist label. They see him as embodying traits associated with the beast of Revelation. This perspective reflects a belief that those who follow violence and evil align with Satan, who is likened to a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Satan is described as sneaky, and his works can manifest anywhere. The Antichrist, believed to be the leader of a one-world government in the end times, is expected to possess charisma, intelligence, and determination to deceive the entire world. Identifying the Antichrist involves considering various factors, such as their relationship with the nation of Israel. According to the Bible, the Antichrist will make a 7-year peace covenant with Israel, breaking it after 3.5 years. Subsequently, the Antichrist is thought to attempt a second Holocaust, targeting the nation of Israel and Jews globally. Israel's central role in end times. As per the Bible, the end times revolve around Israel rather than the United States. The Bible does not explicitly prophesy the existence of the United States. While the U.S. may have a role or connection to the Antichrist, it's also plausible that the United States might not exist during those times. Therefore, it's cautioned against Americanizing Bible prophecy. Bible prophecy experts continue to debate the ethnicity of the Antichrist, adding a layer of complexity to the understanding of this uniquely evil world leader of the end times. Opinions vary on the Antichrist's heritage. Some believe the Antichrist will be of Jewish descent, as Jews might consider him the Messiah. Others speculate that the Antichrist could emerge from a revived Roman Empire, possibly linked to modern-day Europe. Donald Trump does not fit these descriptions. He is neither European nor of Jewish ethnicity or religion. Trump openly professes faith in Jesus Christ as his savior, which makes it unlikely for the Antichrist to pretend to be a follower of Jesus. Also, Trump has consistently shown strong support for Israel. He vows to defend Israel if attacked and sees negotiating peace between Israel and the Palestinians as a significant achievement. In the end times, an agreement between Israel and the Palestinians could be part of the prophesied 7-year peace covenant. Throughout his time in office, Trump openly praised and thanked God for his achievements. His public expressions of faith and gratitude align with a narrative that differs from the Antichrist's role as a deceiver. While Trump shares some traits mentioned in the Bible, the question of whether he is the Antichrist remains uncertain and subject to unfolding events. Antichrist's revelation. According to biblical prophecy, the Antichrist will be revealed during a time of rebellion. When this moment arrives, his identity will become unmistakable. Instead of speculating or condemning others, it's essential to be wise and discerning based on biblical teachings about the Antichrist. Donald Trump firmly believes that God chooses him. This conviction is integral to his character and leadership. Throughout his political career, he has consistently expressed this belief, often stating phrases like, "I am the chosen one." For Trump, this isn't merely a political slogan, but a reflection of his personal faith and perceived divine mission. His belief in being chosen by God is evident in his speeches and public declarations. Whether addressing the nation or speaking at campaign rallies, he frequently attributes his success and resilience to a higher power. He interprets events in his life as God's providence and intervention. This perspective is deeply rooted in Trump's understanding of being called by God. His confidence in this divine calling extends beyond mere words, shaping his actions and decisions as a leader. Trump's belief in his divine calling influences his approach to governance and guides his decisions as he perceives them as part of a larger plan orchestrated by God. Also, his belief in being chosen by God significantly influences his decision-making process and governance style. This idea stems from a historical and biblical tradition in which leaders see themselves as instruments of a higher purpose. Trump's belief aligns with a long tradition of leaders in history and the Bible who perceive themselves as chosen by God. Figures like Moses and David from the Old Testament regarded themselves as chosen by God to lead and protect his people. Similar to these biblical figures, Trump sees his role as a leader as defending specific values and championing what he believes are righteous causes. His belief in being chosen by God drives his determination to uphold these principles in his leadership. Trump's belief in being chosen by God shapes how he approaches challenges and adversities. He views them as tests of his faith and sees himself as guided by a divine purpose in overcoming obstacles. Significance of the Kaaba. Now let's uncover the truth about the Kaaba that Donald Trump aims to shed light on. What is the Kaaba? And what shocking revelation about the Kaaba is directed towards Christians? The Kaaba is a remarkable and revered structure in the Islamic faith, located within the Grand Mosque in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. It holds a central position and serves as a focal point for millions of Muslims during their annual pilgrimage known as Hajj. While many people have limited knowledge about the interior of the Kaaba, there are noteworthy details worth mentioning. One remarkable feature is its precise alignment with the cardinal directions. The corners of the structure were meticulously designed to align with these directions. Additionally, the door of the Kaaba is adorned with exquisite solid gold embellishments, enhancing its splendor and allure. Wrapped in a black silk cloth called the kiswa, the Kaaba presents a breathtaking sight. Historically originating from Egypt, the kiswa was used to accompany the caravan of pilgrims during the Hajj pilgrimage. This magnificent fabric is intricately decorated with delicate calligraphy, crafted from pure gold threads, featuring verses from the Quran in Arabic script, further emphasizing its sacredness. The Kaaba itself is a simple cubic structure, standing approximately 13 meters tall and measuring around 10 by 12 meters at its base. Its exterior is crafted from granite, giving it a solid and timeless appearance. Running your hand along its smooth surface evokes a profound sense of reverence and awe. The construction and renovation of the Kaaba stand as a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of generations who have contributed to its existence. However, the Kaaba is more than just a physical structure. It embodies deep historical and spiritual significance. According to Islamic tradition, it was initially constructed by the prophet Abraham, and his son Ishmael, as a place of worship dedicated solely to Allah, the one God. Over the centuries, the Kaaba has undergone several reconstructions and renovations, each leaving its mark on the structure we see today. Upon entering the sacred precinct surrounding the Kaaba, known as the Haram, a sense of tranquility and devotion envelops you. Pilgrims from diverse backgrounds engage in the tawaf, a counterclockwise circumambulation of the Kaaba, symbolizing unity and submission to God. The atmosphere is vibrant, with worshippers raising their hands in prayer, reciting verses from the Quran, and seeking spiritual solace. As the holiest site in Islam, the Kaaba holds immense significance and serves as a focal point for numerous religious activities and rituals. One of the central rituals associated with the Kaaba is the tawaf, where Muslims, regardless of their backgrounds, participate in circumambulating the sacred structure 7 times in an anti-clockwise direction. Tawaf is performed during the Hajj pilgrimage, and Umrah is a non-mandatory pilgrimage that can be undertaken at any time of the year. This ritual holds deep spiritual significance, representing the unity and equality of all believers as they come together in a harmonious procession. The circular movement around the Kaaba symbolizes the continuous cycle of life and the eternal presence of God. With each circumambulation, pilgrims express their devotion and seek closeness to the divine. Role of prayer. Prayer also plays a vital role in the religious activities surrounding the Kaaba. Muslims face the Kaaba when performing their daily prayers. Regardless of their geographical location, this act of alignment signifies the unity of the Muslim community and the direction of worship towards Islam's holiest site. It serves as a constant reminder of the central role that the Kaaba plays in the spiritual lives of Muslims worldwide. The Kaaba is an integral component of both the Hajj and Umrah pilgrimages. Pilgrims worldwide converge at the Kaaba to fulfill their religious obligations and seek spiritual fulfillment. Significance of recent events. Recently, an insect invasion at the Kaaba caused quite a stir, and Donald Trump pointed to this as part of a grand scheme to point Muslims to God's message. Interestingly, similar events have occurred in the past, notably in 2015 and 2007. The recent occurrence raises questions about its potential significance and how it connects to broader spiritual narratives. These occurrences echo events from biblical times, where plagues were often seen as signs from God. They serve to highlight certain actions and ways of life that required adjustment. God repeatedly confirmed these signs in the Bible, as seen in books like Joel. Here, the metaphor of a locust swarm is used to convey a message about devastation and the urgent need for repentance. The image of a locust invasion serves as a powerful metaphor for the destructive impact of sin and disobedience. It underscores the consequences of straying from a righteous path and emphasizes the importance of spiritual reflection and correction. Locusts symbolize the consequences of turning away from God. Their consumption represents the compounding effects of disobedience. Joel's message serves as both a warning and an opportunity for redemption. The devastation caused by the locusts underscores the gravity of the situation, urging people to turn away from their sinful ways. The passage emphasizes individual accountability for one's actions, highlighting the cumulative impact of unaddressed wrongdoing. It calls for seeking forgiveness and reconciliation with God. Each layer of locusts represents a layer of consequences, illustrating that the effects of sin can intensify if left unaddressed. This highlights the importance of addressing wrongdoing promptly. The mention of locusts in the book of Revelation also serves as a powerful symbol of devastation and a wake-up call for humanity. It emphasizes the need for repentance and spiritual renewal in the face of impending judgment. The passage urges us to reflect on the destructive nature of sin and emphasizes the importance of taking responsibility for our actions. It's important to note that the locusts described in Revelation 9:4 are not literal insects, but rather symbolic figures in an apocalyptic context. To all those seeking reconciliation with God, regardless of your faith, know that God's mercy and forgiveness extend to all who sincerely seek Him. This emphasizes the inclusivity of God's grace and the universal opportunity for redemption. It is never too late to turn back to God, for He is compassionate and loving. As Christians, we are called to emulate Christ's example of forgiveness and acceptance. Let us extend a hand of understanding, compassion, and love to those who seek reconciliation, supporting them on their journey towards God. Remember, reconciliation is a universal desire, and we can all find solace and restoration in God's boundless grace. May we walk together in unity, fostering a world of healing and love. This emphasizes the importance of unity and cooperation in creating a world filled with love and compassion. So what do you think of the shocking message about Kabba by Donald Trump? Comment below and subscribe for more such videos.